Hi, and welcome back. Do you realize that many, if not most, of your beliefs are not your own? Think about that. Your beliefs are not your own. Wow. Big red flags are going off everywhere, aren't they? They may be the result of tradition, what we call traditional beliefs. Beliefs that were handed down from your parents or guardians and their parents and their parents and their parents and their parents. Now, what kind of beliefs am I talking about? Well, it can be something as small as your favorite sports team. You believe this is the best sports team. You live in the best country, the best state. You have the best religion, the only religion. How many people think that their religion is the only one? Some people will die for it. Your political affiliation, okay? Oh, you might be Democrat, you might be Republican, you might be communist, you might be, there's so many different ones out there. These are your beliefs. But why? Now, an important thing to understand is that beliefs have nothing to do with truth. Mine is the only true one. Well, if there's only one true belief, only one true political power, political affiliation, only one true religion, only one true this or that, why do so many people have opposing beliefs? I mean, if you look at a country on the other side of the world from us, chances are they have a completely different religion, completely different belief system. They believe 100% opposite what we do, or completely different than we do. And they're willing to go to war and fight to the death for it. Destroy themselves, their homes, their families because of a belief. Wow, makes you wonder if they're willing to do that, and I'm willing to do that, then these people and those people, and there's probably 50 that have different beliefs, then what is truth? And I speak about that elsewhere, that truth is relative according to your experiences. I mean, I can be looking at this book right now, and you're looking at it, and we both say what it is. You're saying it's blue and it has yellow print and it has white going around it and it has a barcode. And I'm going, no, it has red print and it's yellow and it has white at the bottom with a brown stripe going through it. And you're saying, no, it's blue. And I'm saying, no, it's yellow. And we both have a belief because our perception of this book is completely different. Now, what if I was open-minded and looked at things the way you did? And you were open-minded and thought, maybe it's not my way or the highway. Maybe my belief was curbed through, generations or through just repetition. And somebody else's way might be right. And we decided to look at things the way each other look at it. We're looking at the same thing. Now I'm seeing, his perception of it was blue. My perceptions of it was yellow. So we're looking at things differently. Even though our subconscious mind takes in all information, takes in so many millions of bits every second, the conscious mind can only pick up just a little bit of that. You figure we could walk and chew bubblegum and that's about that at once. Consciously, we can only do 2 or 3 things. Subconsciously, we can do thousands of things. That's unlimited. So with everything I'm seeing on a daily basis, I'm picking out just a few things all the time. And I'm making my decisions on whatever my beliefs are on the few things that I picked up, on my perception of those few things. So I'm only seeing one side of it, like that book, and associating it with my past experiences. So can you see how my beliefs can be tainted, can maybe not have 100% truth because I didn't see the whole picture? There was a test done at a university where they brought these 4 college kids into a room blindfolded and had them sit down 4 different parts of the room. And what they didn't know, that in front of them was an elephant. And they had them reach their hands out and try to describe what was there. So the one in the back said, it's a piece of rope. He had the tail. It's a piece of rope. It's rough. It's stiff. It's a really strong piece of rope. The one in the front said, it's a big leather hose of some kind. He had the trunk. And the one on one side was saying it's a big piece of leather or something really, with quills coming off of it and the hairs, and he was feeling the side of the elephant. And the one on the other side says, I think it's a tree trunk. He was feeling the leg. And so they all had their own beliefs of what was in front of them until they took off the blindfolds and saw it was an elephant. It was all of what they were seeing or experiencing, but they couldn't experience the whole thing. They didn't have 100% truth. Is it Michael Starzinski, I think it is? He's the producer of a movie, Babylon 5, I think. And of course, he produced a lot of other things, movie producer. But he came up with the saying that saying truth is a three-sided sword. There's your truth, there's my truth, and there's the ultimate truth. Or your opinion, my opinion, and the truth. Because there's no way we can have it all. So keep that in mind when it comes to your beliefs. Don't be afraid to challenge them. I was taught as a child to question everything. If they say, if we didn't question everything, we'd still think the world was flat. And guess what the problem would be? If the world was flat, there'd be nothing on it because cats would have knocked it all off by now. You ever notice how a cat has to push everything off the table? So that's how we know the world's not flat, because cats haven't knocked it off. But think of it. If somebody didn't challenge the belief and decide to get in a ship and go in another part of the world, they would have never known that it was round. Of course, with space travel, we realize that as well. But who was the one that thought, oh, wow, we can leave this atmosphere. We can fly. Airplanes, spacecraft, all these different things. We can experience the bottom of the ocean. Challenge your beliefs. So where it comes to beliefs, where do beliefs come from? Well, anything you're taught, think of this, especially if you have young children. You teach your child something. This is good, that's bad. This is good, that's bad. They start saying it because young children are mini-me's, okay? They're like a monkey see, monkey do. They repeat what they see, and that's how children learn. And it becomes a habit. And repeated habit, okay, repeated whatever you're doing becomes a habit, and habit becomes belief. It becomes subconscious nature. That's how you learned the alphabet. That's how you learned how to drive. Now, what if you had to drive on the other side of the road? You go to England if you're from America and you go, this isn't the right way to drive. They're all wrong. That's how they were brought up, driving on the other side of the road. Okay. So your beliefs come from your repetition habits. Repetition becomes habit, habit becomes belief. So keep in mind that belief does not mean truth, because many people have opposing belief and will even go to war to defend it and die for those beliefs that were just conditioned habits, many of them from their families and ancestors. So how many of your beliefs are truly your beliefs? Have you changed any of them? I've changed a few of them in my life. From questioning things, from being open-minded, okay? Sometimes, especially controversy or catastrophe can make you question your beliefs. So when you question your beliefs, research it. What else is possible? We have fear comes from the unknown. You're afraid of another religion, another nationality, another baseball team, that you won't look into them. Maybe the other baseball team is better. If you move to Philadelphia, are you still going to wear your Boston Red Sox jacket? It's funny, we were in Philadelphia and I bought a Phillies jacket just because it was in a discount store and it was a good price. And I came back to Maine and we stopped in a sports bar in Boston and I was wearing this Phillies jacket. And the waitress come up to me, she goes, unless you want to get hurt, I'd take that thing off. I don't follow sports. So, I mean, I don't really care. It was a nice looking jacket, So now I wear the big B hat in Boston because I'm in, Maine, which is, they're all Boston fans. So it's amazing how powerful these beliefs are. But you move, you're surrounded with other things. You may learn something different and change those beliefs. So beliefs usually aren't changed until they're challenged. So keep in mind, if you want to create beliefs in your children, you do it through habits. You can teach them the same beliefs that you have, or if you doubt some, change their beliefs by giving them different thoughts repetitiously, and it will become a belief. But make it something that's good for them, okay? Is it 100% truth? Who will ever know, because there's so many options. There's a thing in marketing called fluffery. With fluffery, you can say, my pizza, if you have a pizza store, are the best pizza in the world. And it's legal to advertise that because there's no possible way you can check every single pizza in the world. So it's crazy to believe that. It's fluffed up. So you can use that in advertising. You hear politicians doing that all the time. I have the best this. This is the best thing that's ever happened anywhere. It's fluffery and it can be used. Okay, so keep that. But if I say, I'm better than that company, and it's not true, then you can be sued for slander because you do have something that can be proved. Okay, so fluffery is, I'm the best of everything because there's no way to know. And keep that in mind with your belief. If you have the best this, the best that, the best football team, how do you know unless you've checked out all of them? If you've only checked out one of whatever your belief is, if you're only familiar with one, then you know you were conditioned through tradition. Think of that. If there's only one religion, if there's only one political party, if there's only one this that you know about, and that's your belief, chances are it was a traditional belief that was handed down because you never checked any others to find out if it is the best one. So that's your lesson for today, is you can question a belief if you want to. If you're happy with it, that's fine. But if you're wondering, you can research to see if you have the right belief. And if you want to change it through repetition, repetition becomes habit and eventually belief. And it will override the previous one, but it takes time. Be patient. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.